We're here today to give you a first look at our new game, MultiVersus. MultiVersus emphasizes teamwork and social play with an ever-expanding, diverse cast of characters that you know and love. This is our take on the competitive platform fighter. Cooperative, deep combat mechanics across multiple platforms and free to play.
We greatly appreciate your passion and excitement and look forward to our next chapter with you. Thank you.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of MultiVersus characters and how I would do them. Rolls off the tongue. Now, I did a video very similar to this concept for this video, but the characters were Mordecai and Rigby. Now, that video isn't as big as this one, but a quick little Tenji fact, when I made that video, I bought a drawing tablet and wanted to create an entire model sheet for Mordecai and Rigby, but soon found out that art takes like talent. I don't know. So anywho, I scrapped that video and it's just me yapping about it, and I created the thumbnail, which is, I mean, I'm proud of it. I mean, I do like it, don't get me wrong. It's just it's not my best. That being said, I went ahead and created an actual design for the character we're going to be tackling today, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So without further ado, let's talk Billy Butcher.
What have you done? Scorched earth.
William Butcher, better known as Billy.
Oi.
Is the main protagonist of the hit Prime TV show The Boys. Billy, being a former member of the British Special Forces turned vigilante, has a bloody feud with superheroes, who, in this universe of The Boys, are classified as soups, who are in most cases injected with a chemical called Compound V at birth, granting them a chance to gain super abilities. This vendetta against soups is sparked through the show's main antagonist, Homelander. While a hard man who will do almost anything to win, he is a family man at his core.
Emma, I've got a favour to ask. If I can't get the job done before I need you to get Ryan away from Homelander. Oh, Butcher. I've got to be realistic.
I have this habit, see, of pushing people away. Cause I'm a bad man. You asked if I was scared. And the truth of the matter is I'm bloody terrified, mate. I'm leaving this world with nothing to show for it. Lost me bruv, your mum. And I could be leaving without making things right with the one part of her that is still alive.
Now, in this video, we're going to go through Butcher's moveset and the overall integration of the Boys crossover with MultiVersus, and how that could possibly look. Now, if you're for whatever reason not familiar with how the MultiVersus move list works, here's a quick little rundown. Alright, if you're wondering why I look like the most sexy cowboy you've ever seen, don't worry about it. Alright, you know what? I think this is going to work better if I actually use Agent Smith, just because he could be kind of like a similar kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying, to Butcher? Alright, so in the base game, you got your neutral special. This is, for him, it's a grab. This is just, you're not moving, and you're just hitting your special move, which is going to be RB or R1, or, yeah, I misspoken. This is my neutral, like, attack. Like, this is my base, just regular. Then you also have your neutral special, which again is just simply tapping the button, which in this case is a gun. Now, if you do side special, he'll do a dive attack. So basically, you got your special, side special, up special, which in this case he teleports. You got down special, which he summons a person, or if you do it in the air, he shoots the ground. So you have all directions of specials, side, up, and down, and then just regular. Then you have your regular attacks, which in this case he does a grab. I use a joystick, so I just tilt, but then he also has a tilt combo attack, which most characters have like a 3-hit thing, which we'll discuss what Butcher's is later in the video. But just to kind of see it up here, you get your attacks, You got your neutrals, side neutral, up neutral, down neutral, and then you got your specials, which is your side special, up special, down special. I shouldn't have used the neutrals under regular, but you got it. If you didn't know what it was before, you should have a rough idea now. Alrighty, now that you're all caught up on that, let's get into the move list, starting with...
Hey. Holy f***. That was diabolical.
Neutral special. His neutral special is going to be whipping out a baby from his back pocket. Is that safe for the baby and family friendly? No, but I mean, have you seen the show? When inputting your neutral special, this will lead to a quick laser beam that will inflict burn damage and just a little bit of knockback, but you'll be limited to only 3 uses. After each use, it will automatically start a timer to reduce the cooldown so you can reuse it. If you have all 3 available, you can hold down the input, resulting in you shooting a massive laser beam from the baby's eyes. And this will not inflict burn damage, but it will be one of Billy's main kill moves and do a ton of damage, but it will cost all 3 slots.
Annie.
Fucking run, Chewie!
Side special. His side special is going to consist of him pulling out a 50 cal sniper. How this is going to work is if you tap his side special, Butcher will hip fire the sniper. This will cause the move to only hit up close, but if it connects, will do a ton of damage. What makes this interesting is when Butcher hip fires the sniper, this will cause him to fly backwards due to the kick of the gun, which once he lands on his back will slide for a couple of frames and then he will roll to his feet, which could be a good maneuver option as well. If you go ahead and hold the input down, Butcher will drop down to a knee and aim down the scope, causing for a long range sharpshooter that once he is in that kneeling stance, you can aim the sniper up and down with the joystick. It will make it a lot harder to hit, but once it hits, it will be a high damage move.
Boy.
Up special. Up specials are most utilized as a way of gaining more air, kind of a triple jump if you will. On paper, most of these moves are designed to be that, a movement based. Most characters' up specials are their most consistent killing moves. I thought a cool way to bring both concepts together would to have Butcher whip out a fire extinguisher, that once you input his up special, he will shoot it downwards, causing him to fly up. If you decide to tap Y or triangle or whatever keybind you have it as, he will swing the fire extinguisher upwards in an uppercut kind of way. So it won't be necessarily as strong as Rick's up special in terms of if you're to the side of Billy, he won't just blow you up. But if you're under him, it will cause damage and it will cause freeze damage. Alright, now for his down special, which is the big one. Now, this one can be debated and changed around, but I think I like what I have cooking with so far. I believe that I want to break it down to 3 stages. Once you initially input your down special, Butcher will wrap a rope around his arm. This will have an animation of him doing it, which will be his first stage. During the animation, Billy will be vulnerable. If you input it again, he will whip out a syringe and flick it with his hand. This is the second stage. Again, same story, he'll be vulnerable during this animation. If you do it one last time, he will inject the syringe into his arm, causing him to shoot up Temp V.
What have you done? Scorched earth.
Now, in the show, William Butcher gets his hands on Temp V. Temp V is a VOT-tested chemical that is designed to grant military soldiers to be soups, but only for 24 hours. They do this because the plan with VOT was always to approach the pharmaceutical side of things, rather than push this superhero agenda.
But you are under a misconception. that we are a superhero company. We are not. What we are, really, is a pharmaceutical company.
A little hiccup in the chemical, though. It never got out of the testing stage, meaning that if you take Temp V, you are risking the chance of it being lethal. In the show, we watch as Butcher shoots up some Temp V to be granted powers scarily close to Homelander's. As the season progresses, we see that the more Butcher partakes in the drug, the more his health begins to decline, eventually leading to a tumor, and is told that he will die in about a year. This leads me back to the game. If you successfully get all 3 stages cleared, Butcher will now have Temp V for a temporary amount of time before it goes on cooldown, or what I think is a better idea, you have to lose a stock life and then you're able to do the move again. Once you're in this Temp V stage, your regular and special moves will all be replaced with just straight hands and laser eyes. Instead of whipping out the baby, Butcher will now just shoot out of his eyes, which is going to be way more effective. With his side special, instead of the sniper rifle, he will just lunge forward, and if he hit an opponent, he will grab them and slam them to the ground, resulting in the enemy bouncing off the ground, which could be a good opening to a combo starter. Now, we haven't really touched on regular attacks, but once he's on Temp V, he will just do his regular 3-punch combo that most characters have, but it's going to be way faster and stronger on Temp V. Once you're in this state, you will lose health over time, so it's a risky move. I don't know what kind of perks you could make for Butcher, but one of them 100% has to do with this Temp V concept. Maybe speeding up the process, or maybe you're stronger but it kills you faster, or something like that. Now let's go ahead and talk about those regular hits, the neutral attacks. Now Butcher's base neutral attack, if you just hit the input and you're standing still, will have him whip out a minigun from his trench coat. Now for his signature side attack, which may be better known as kind of his jab combo that every character has, is going to start with him swinging his crowbar sideways. He will then spit a big thing of blood for a second hit, and then to end the combo will be a quick pistol shot. Now, to put my low budget and editing skills into this well thought out MultiVersus trailer for Butcher.
A monster in the night.
Boy.
Now that's another episode of Characters I Want MultiVersus. If you have any other thoughts on the characters or any other characters, just leave me a comment and I'll make sure to read them. You have a good day. Take care of your health. Okay, bye now.